On the news tonight, Mrs. Soludo inaugurates mammography center at General Hospital, Onitsha. Anambra State government to spend 78 billion naira on road construction in 20. On national matters, federal government reassures Nigerians on improved power supply. On the foreign scene, European Union moves to confront China over human rights issues. Before the news in details, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's vote for the task ahead. Good evening and thanks for joining us on ABS Evening News. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. Anambra Governor's wife, Mrs. Nonye Soludo, has commissioned a state-of-the-art mammography center at the General Hospital, Onitsha. The facility was built by the Total Energies Upspring Nigeria Limited, Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, and partners Prime, Seprato, and CNOOC as part of their corporate social responsibility projects. Correspondent Daniel Ezigwe reports.
A mammography center is a medical facility where women can go for regular breast checks for cancer of the breast and related tumors. The newly installed mammography machine at Onitsha General Hospital has the capacity for 120 examinations per day. Commissioning the facility, Mrs. Soludo, who was represented by the Commissioner for Health, Obidike, said that the center will help check one of the commonest causes of death among women.
On behalf of our mommy, the First Lady of Anambra State, Dr. Mrs. Nonye Soludo, I hereby cut this ribbon and open this mammography center that was built, donated by NNPC and company and partners and Prime. I commissioned it to serve the people of the state so that at the end of the day, our people will have good health in Jesus' name. Yeah.
The governor's wife, who is a cervical cancer prevention advocate, assured that the facility would be affordable and urged women from 35 years of age and above to make good use of the center, reminding them that early detection is key to treatment and survival. She commended Total Energies, NNPC and partners for the project and promised that it will be maximally used and properly maintained.
We're going to test more than 5,000 and treat more than 5,000 women of cervical cancer in Anambra State free of charge. And this she has started. We have trained our healthcare personnel on this. So we're going to list the hospitals that you can go and attend to this area and it's free of charge. So we're going to carry this message to our people so that they will know that we have these services here. That is most essential thing. Availability of these services and people knowing that it's available. Us as the government, what I'm promising you people is that this mammograph center will be very functional and one of the best in the country. And one thing that I want you to know in this is this. We are going to make it as affordable as possible.
In her speech, the General Manager, Corporate Social Responsibility, Total Energies EP Nigeria, Mrs. Kenechi Esomeju, who joined through Zoom, said that the project was to reduce maternal and child health challenges, increase access to clean water, women empowerment and education, in line with the United Nations 2030 Sustainable Development Goals target. The Chief Medical Director of General Hospital Onitsha, Dr. Ebelechukwu Anugu, in her remarks, explained that the state government's transparent and accommodating health policies have continued to attract development partners.
I am so excited that this project is cited here. I thank them so much. I understand what this is going to do for our women, because internationally from the age of 35, women are expected to come and have a mammography done, a mammogram done, to check whether they have cancer of the breast.
While thanking the donors, she stated that as an obstetrician gynecologist, she understood what the project meant to the state and women in particular. From the Onitsha General Hospital, Daniel Ezigwe, ABS News.
Anambra State government says it will use 78 billion naira allocated to infrastructure in 2023 appropriation bill to fund 243 kilometers of roads awarded by Governor Chukwuma Soludo and for construction of more roads across the state. The Commissioner for Works, Engineer Ifeanyi Okonma, disclosed this while defending the 2023 budget estimate of the Ministry of Works before the Anambra State House of Assembly Committee on Works in Awka. House of Assembly correspondent Chukwemeka Modelemu for the report taken from here.
Engineer Okoma told the committee that the emphasis of the Soludo administration is on provision of road infrastructure to fast-track rapid development of the state. He said that Governor Soludo is working towards development of automotive industry in Akwe-Hede, pharmaceutical industry at Oba, and pharmaceutical production industry at Oboji to create more employment opportunities for Anambra, adding that the raw materials for the projects will be sourced from Anambra State. Commissioner Okoma added that the present administration also places priority on urban regeneration to make the state a livable, prosperous megacity.
Well, I think the emphasis has always been on road, but we are going beyond roads. I will start with the road and I'll end with the industrialization. For Anambra State has deficiency of road infrastructure, and everything that Anambra State is asking from this government is the number one issue is road, number two road, number three road. We are providing this road.
In his remarks, the chairman of Anambra State House of Assembly Committee on Works, Honorable Timothy Ifediorama, commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo for commencement of works on the road he has awarded and assured that the committee on oversight visits to all the road projects across the state to prevent execution of shoddy jobs. He urged Anambra to see government projects as their own by taking full ownership of them to prevent theft and vandalism.
This consultancy services, how many roads does this 1.2 billion cover? Or is it all the whole roads? Like, according to you, 200 and something kilometer roads. Is that what is it for or what?
The Anambra State Commissioner for Information, Sir Paul Wonsu, has debunked media report accusing Governor Chukwuma Soludo of tasking Mr. Peter Obi's billboards and instructing Anambra State Signage and Advertising Agency ANSA to remove the boards. In a press release, Sir Paul recalled that last 2 weeks, ANSA sent out a letter to the Outdoor Advertising Association of Nigeria on the need for members to provide data on every advertisement structure they have in the state for enumeration purposes, while a press release was issued afterwards to inform the general public, especially politicians who have their adverts running on such asset that this exercise was on. He regretted that the well-intentioned release was misinterpreted by the section of the media who, he said, introduced or damaging narrative against the governor of the state and the agency. The commissioner stated that Professor Soludo is the only governor in Nigeria today who has ordered his advertising and signage agency to create a level playing ground for all political parties in the upcoming elections, and that Mr. Peter Obi is the only politician that was given 100% assets to electional signs and grantees in the state to display his message. He pointed out that if Governor Soludo has given such malicious directive to ANSA as alleged, Mr. Peter Obi wouldn't have enjoyed such exclusive exposure in the state and on media that is totally regulated by the government. Sir Paul made it clear that ANSA is a responsible organization that is focused on delivering world-class services to outdoor advertising practitioners and other clients in Anambra State, irrespective of their political leanings, provided they pay their bills and abide by the ethics. Governor Chukwuma Soludo's support for education has continued to yield expected dividends as another Anambra team returned victorious from the Southeast Zonal Quiz competition organized by the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Study, NILDS. Anambra State, represented by Anyanwu Ogochukwu Vera and Nabuko Stanley Chukwemeka, students of Grandif International Secondary School, took the first position with 70 over 80 marks at the competition held in Imo State, beating Imo and Abia State, who took second and third position respectively. Anambra State will represent the Southeast at the national competition coming up in Abuja 24th of November 2022. A non-governmental organization, Weibo Empowerment Foundation, has inaugurated a vocational training for youths in different entrepreneurial skills in the 2022-2023 edition of the exercise. The exercise, which commenced with induction and basic orientation of program manual for the new trainees, is holding in August. Correspondent Blessing Uchendu reports.
The Weibo Empowerment Foundation was registered under the Allied Matters Act of 2020 with the aim of promoting Igbo cultural heritage and identity both at home and in the diaspora. The trainees will acquire skills in shoemaking, beauty therapy, confectionaries, information communication technology, cinematography, tailoring, and electricals, among others. They will also undergo 3 essential trainings before they will be given startup kits. In his remarks during the induction and orientation exercises, the Director General Mmibo Empowerment Foundation, Ms. Tuzo Ekemezie, who described the program as his brainchild, said that it is aimed at fashioning out ways of engaging youths meaningfully for them to impact on the society around them. Mr. Ekemezie, while noting that they also aim to promote Igbo cultural norms, called on governments at all levels to partner those that have interest in developing the society through youth empowerment. He noted that Ndi Igbo are hardworking people and urged youths to utilize the program opportunity in achieving at least one skill that will help them become self-reliant.
Ana m ajọba biko ụmụ ntorobịa ibe m bịakananụ ka unu bala obodo ulu site n'inwe aka ọlụ. Kwụsịnụ ime mpụ dị iche iche, izu ori, ibere otu nzuzo, ịṅụ mkpụrụ mmiri, ịṅụ igbo, ịṅụ ọgwụ ike. Ọwụlụ ụmụ nwaanyị, kwụsịnụ ịgba akwụna, kwụsịnụ ime ihe ọjọọ dị iche iche n'ata n'azụ ka unu duo onwe unu ọdụ, mụọ aka ọlụ, unu mụchaa aka ọlụ, a ga-eburu unu nkwado ka iwe bala onwe gị ulu na mbụ.
In their separate presentations on uniqueness of Igbo culture and tradition and the importance of skills acquisition among youths, a Deputy Director of National Orientation Agency, Sir Joseph Uchendu, the Director Administration, Office of the Governor, Anambra State, Lady Patience Anago, a Public Affairs Analyst, Dr. Dennis Ikemeze, and Mrs. Chinelo Ononiru, described the initiative by the non-governmental organization as a welcome development which will help to harness potential of many youths. They commended Mr. Ikemeze for his foresight, while also advising youths to always engage themselves positively, shun crime, and help the government to fight restiveness and unemployment in the society.
There is a group of people called Ndi. They are the key to the future greater Nigeria. That's the basic truth.
Some of the participants, including Emmanuel Nwalo and Chisomu Mbonu, commended the foundation for giving them the opportunity to participate in the program and appealed to those that drag youth's integrity to the mud to desist and utilize positive opportunities to learn a skill and be useful to themselves, their families, and society at large.
Mmibo Empowerment Foundation, Obo Inyakanando, ndị ntorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa ndị ka na-eto eto na-enwere aka ọlụ. Ọ bụ ngalaba nyere aka na-enye aka ka afọ na ụmụ ntorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa na-etinye amamihe fa na echiche fa n'ọlụ.
In Awka, Blessing Uchendu.
Still to come on the news tonight, federal government reassures Nigerians on improved power supply. European Union moves to confront China over human rights issues. Here is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Stay with us.
A peak protein breakfast gets me to a great day. How do I know? Because my daddy goes to his work feeling good and always with a smile. Mommy is always filled with confidence. My sister is always in tune. And for me, learning new things becomes absolute fun. Because all day and every day, the peak goes on.
Start your day with a Peak Protect breakfast. Peak. Reach for your peak.
A peak.
In ABS Evening News. The federal government has urged Nigerians to exercise patience over the state of electricity supply in the country, stressing that the time is required for ongoing projects to translate to improvements in power supply across homes and industries. Minister of Power Abubakar Aliyu, while speaking in Abuja, said security, port-related challenges and flooding were affecting the completion of some ongoing electricity projects in the country. Aliyu disclosed that while some transformers from the Semes deal are being cleared from the port and will be installed in the coming days, a team of Nigerian engineers will be traveling abroad in the next 17 days for factory testing of some of the next transformers that will be shipped to Nigeria. He disclosed that so far, Nigeria has conducted factory acceptance tests in Germany, France, and Italy, adding that while some of those transformers are on the sea, there are clearance issues as well as flooding, which affected dispatch to necessary locations. He said 3 of the mobile substations have been tested and will arrive in January next year. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says there is no room for rigging in the 2023 general elections in Anambra State. The Anambra State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Dr. Queen Elizabeth Agu, stated this when she led management staff of the State Commission on a courtesy visit to the traditional ruler of Oka community, Obi Gibson Wosu. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata reports.
The Resident Electoral Commissioner assured of the Commission's readiness to ensure free, credible and transparent election, adding that the votes and voices of the people must count and be heard because it is no longer business as usual. Dr. Agu urged candidates and electorate to see the election as a brotherly affair, not do or die, while reiterating that through the use of bimodal voter accreditation system BVAS, the manipulation of electoral process through any means will not come to play. Imploring the youths to be careful during the elections, Dr. Agu disclosed that the Commission has been to all the 21 local government areas in the state to display the registered voters, assuring that those who registered for permanent voter cards from January this year will soon start collecting them.
There will be nothing rough side. We will do the right thing and choose the people that the people like. Choose their own. And there's also, it's no more business as usual. It's no more business as usual. To sit in the office of REC and begin to write results, it will never happen.
Responding, Obi Wosu, who assured the Commission of support in relevant areas within his powers, advised them to work for the interest of the people, states and the nation.
Amen. Gozie ezigbo ihe ọrụ panobu ebe ije nwa. Amen. No ko ro ko do ani Igbo ni ne mma. Do ku wo Anambra State mma. Tulu Nigeria ni ne mma. O pa no do la yin mma. O no we do la yin mma na ezi. Bon. Wana shi. Umunnem no ni je onu wono bia.
In a remark, the INEC Administrative Secretary, Anambra State, Mr. Jude Ukwono, thanked the traditional ruler for welcoming them and assured they would diligently discharge their duties as required.
Anyị seze were kwa jirikwa nke iji ka ọ dịrị anyị ma dịkwara unu mma n'otu unu si chere anyị echiche ọma ọ ga-adịkwara palace na ndị niile bụ subject eze na mma anyị ga-arụ ọrụ arụzie ya mma.
The President General Oka Development Union Women's Wing, Barrister Oge Ekwozo, Speaker of Ezozo in Council, Chief Okoli Nweze, and Cabinet Chiefs were on ground to receive the INEC delegation. Emmanuel Chibata for ABS News.
Chief Kenneth Okoli has dedicated his house to the Lord at his compound, Unkwele, GROA, Oyi Council area. The event attracted neighbors, friends and well-wishers who turned out in their numbers to celebrate with the family. We have details.
Performing the opening ceremony, Venerable Michael Oko of the Anglican Church Unkwele GRA2 expressed happiness for the family as they dedicate their new home to the Lord after overcoming serious life challenges and prayed that peace, joy and love remains in their home as they serve God faithfully. He expressed the hope that the blessing will make the family come closer to God for divine security and more prosperity in future.
But I'm very happy, so excited that the family, through all the challenges of life, because if they tell you their story, you know it has not been easy, very tough. But through it all, God kept them alive and started blessing them. And to say, God, thank you for doing this. And my only prayer for them is that peace, joy, and love will remain in their home, and that they will love Jesus and follow him sincerely and genuinely.
Also speaking, the traditional ruler of Umeri Kingdom, Igwe Bennett Emeka, thanked God for the gift of a new home to the family and appealed to people to engage in decent means of livelihood to attract God's blessings, as well as prayed for long life and good health upon the family. The wife of the celebrant, Mrs. Chidimma Okoli, expressed gratitude to God and friends who took out time to felicitate with them, noting that the blessing of the new house is a prayer answered, and prayed for God's blessings on everyone who came to celebrate with them, while stressing the need for Thanksgiving to attract more blessings.
Obi dị m ụtọ nke ukwuu maka na ihe a bụ ekpere mkpere sinsi ka Chineke za sinsi anyị nọ na ahọzọ na ikwesịrị maka o si adị a na-ekpe Chineke kedu mbọsị mmadụ ga-anọgide n'obodo agbata na lutu unu mana tata Chineke wee mee ọbịa na mmezu anyị wee sị ka ụwa niile bịa gbala anyị akaebe sorokwa anyị nwa aṅụrị n'ihe ọma Chineke meela anyị.
Also present at the event are Mr. Nnabuko Izuchukwu, Sir Ifeanyi Mwemenam, Mr. Patrick Anelo, Chief Okpoloko Ezebunachi Ku Okoli, amongst others.
On the foreign scene, EU Chief Charles Michael has announced that he would meet President Xi Jinping in China next week as Europe seeks to confront Beijing over human rights and Taiwan while maintaining trade ties. His spokesman added that against the backdrop of a tense geopolitical and economic environment, the visit is a timely opportunity for China to engage. The trip comes amid a lively debate between European Union capitals as to how to handle relations with China amid concern over Beijing's rights record, threats to Taiwan, trade pressure on some EU countries, and support for Russia. The United States is pushing its Western allies to align themselves against China, but some EU members with important trade link resist, splitting world affairs into two camps. Michael walks the line between Germany, with its important economic interest in China, and EU members like Lithuania, which has attracted Beijing's anger by building links with Taiwan. EU capitals have also been concerned by China's bond with Russia, even in the wake of Moscow's invasion and bombardment of Western-backed Ukraine. European diplomat told AFP that China has sought to censor a video speech from Michael for the China International Import Expo that Brussels has preferred to pull it. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/ABS Television Oka, and on our Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Now on the main point again. Mrs. Soludo has inaugurated mammography center at General Hospital, Onitsha. Anambra State government is to spend 78 billion naira on road construction in 2023. Federal government has reassured Nigerians on improved power supply. We told you European Union is set to confront China over human rights issues. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for being there. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. Good night.